And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about ready to get this one started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Indiana Pacers here at their home, Bankers Life Fieldhouse. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Brogdon in at the point. Now here is Harris. Turner with the steal. Oladipo outside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Now the dish to Richardson. Floats one, and he sinks the layup.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Outside Warren. The pass to Sabonis. Simmons against Brogdon. Back to Sabonis. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Horford. Simmons passes to Harris. To the middle. Turner with the steal. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
McConnell with it. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Robinson. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. Then there's Scott, and it's Horford in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Simmons after the miss from Doug McDermott. McDermott with the steal. Holiday looking for an opening. Here's McConnell, and the layup falls.
Now that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
There's 25 seconds left now here in the second, and there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Robinson. And it's Richardson in for Matisse Thybulle. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
That one misses.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
Here's Oladipo. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Right side, Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 2. It's the NBA.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was dead even in scoring. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, it's easy to see why they've been the better team offensively. They've been shooting the lights out of the ball. They're running their strong offensive system and making the most of every good shot that they get.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now, Ernie. They need to play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, go stronger to the basket.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Indiana, trailing by 2. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Nate McMillan start the second half.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Simmons. And they double up Embiid. Pass to Richardson. Six on the shot clock. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Victor Oladipo. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Alec Burks comes in for Simmons.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Here's Warren. Buries it down low.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
It's Richardson on the wing with 1 on the clock. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Philadelphia ahead, up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz at the 3 spot. Richardson, good. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, you cannot give Sabonis this kind of advantage. He's got the kind of touch and focus necessary to score it.
And that's an intentional foul. Indiana making some changes. Oladipo comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. Then for the 76ers, Al Horford's checked in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Burks. And Simmons subbed in for Richardson. And he commits the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Sabonis, it's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Here's Embiid. It counts.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're down by 6. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Look, tough proposition here. They've got to knock down a 3, foul, hope for some misses, then make another 3. I would not hold out much hope.
5 seconds left in the fourth. Tries from the block. Good!
Embrace the challenge, T.J. Warren. Big-time shot. It's my time.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.